Let's do top of descent. 96 miles. All right, now's the time. Any questions about anything in life or in cinema? Because we're in cruise and we got a few minutes. Estimated time of arrival is 27 minutes past the hour, so about 24 minutes. What's the plug-in on the top right? That's the B2 volume script. So that controls my volume. I don't have to go into the X-Plane menu. Type exclamation B2 vol, I think. I think it's exclamation B2 vol, VOL, in chat, and it'll give you a link. Yes, Fish. I just got back from Vegas yesterday, and I went and played Cascada, which is one of the most amazing golf courses on the planet. Let me just show you. Yeah. Go look. We got a subscribe. Go look at that page.
I don't think this is accurate, but I'll take it.
Swede Chef with the subscribe. Thank you, Swede Chef. What should it be? Thank you for the support. Do appreciate it. Anyway, I played. Yeah, if you click on that link, you'll see the course that I played on Monday. And it was just absolutely amazing. And I posted a picture. I posted a picture in the Discord of on one of the par threes. You're actually looking at the Boulder VOR. The Boulder VOR is on a mountaintop right behind the par three. So yeah, I really don't want to talk about the score, but I did break 100. And for the first time playing in 6 months, I was pretty happy. And I have an injured leg. There's too many excuses, but I did break 100. I had like 7. I think I had 7 pars is all. But fun time. I had a 4 caddy, and I love the 4 caddy. He gave me some excellent reads on the green. He also raked my bunkers, washed off the ball before putting, and was just a nice guy. Lots of stories. Really nice guy. And then golfed with some good guys, some fun guys. One of them was really good. It's always fun to be paired up with someone who's really good, so you can kind of watch as you play. I would say so. I don't think I'll play it again in the next 5 years because it's the most expensive green fee that I've paid ever in my life. Yeah, it's one of those bucket list things. I might do it again in like 5 years if it went on like a big promotion sale or something like that, because it's crazy expensive. And you got to see all the course. Yeah, the other thing that's very unique about Cascada is that it's only one hole that you can see at a time. So when you're on a hole, you're not bordering other holes. You're not looking at any other holes. You're only looking at that particular hole. I think there was 1 or 2 holes that I could see the green from another hole far away, but outside of that, it was just very independent, isolated views of the hole that you were on. So yeah. And then the second day, on Tuesday, I played Royal Links. And Royal Links is a golf course that is based all of their holes are there. It's a theme course based on the Open Championship, or British Open as we call it. And so it has all these different holes that are mimicking those, courses over that way. There's even the road hole from the old course, So 115 bunkers on that course too. Uh-oh, something the hospital has to approve, huh? You've been looking at cars RAV4 versus CRV. I would go, hands down Honda, yeah. And personally, in my opinion, Honda is the way to go. All right, I'm going to reset my MCP down to the bottom of Red Route 1. So according to the chart, I want to be at 6,000 at Eddy. I'm also going to tune in I'll bring up the ILS chart here in a moment, but okay, resetting altitude. Let it follow the path down. We'll switch over to the ILS chart in a moment. No Cascada and TGC. Yeah, someone should make it. I just prefer the look and feel of Honda, and the reliability of both brands is pretty good, but I just have a preference. I'm a big Acura fan, and Acura is basically made by Honda. And in full disclosure, for the last forever, I've either bought German or Japanese cars. Although I think I'm done with Volkswagen for a while. Toyota now has a 200,000 mile or 20-year warranty. That's pretty good, yeah. Steve, did you get a? Yeah, nice. Yeah, I would love a new Acura. Jeeps are finicky, yeah. Jeeps are a little bouncy. Dogo likes his Tundra. Is GTN 750 compatible with this, or is it being worked on? It's GTN 750? In a Zeebo? 737? 700? Or 800 or 900? No such luck. You don't want, no. No GTN. No. You want to use the FMS, baby. Alright, 32 miles to the top of descent. GTN 750 is good for everything. Yeah, if you can magically produce a current air-rack. Mr. Salmonus, how are you? Doing good, quite stressed, tons of work to be done. Kind of wish I had that problem. So, it's kind of interesting that, did I read correctly that someone else released a global texture replacement. So now we're going to have 3 developers in the global texture replacement arena. That's interesting. You average 40,000 miles a year, so I blow through warranties pretty quickly. Yeah, that's a lot of driving. Alright, top of descent in 18 miles. What dropped the price from 80 to 45? What product are you talking about, Abgas? Sam from TFM. How are you? L Burgos, type in exclamation when. Oh, the new global texture replacement. It debuted at 80 and then it dropped to 45. Now that's not, but that's separate, right? Because there's my understanding is Short Final Design, Mr. X, Short Final Design is going to release his global texture package replacement, and then Orbex is also going to release a global texture pack. So I'm not using any camera add-on, Sam. This is all default. Yeah, Fish Go Blue, and also Orbex is as well. Yeah. I've never heard of Resentium. Does Resentium make anything else? And can I get it on the org, or is it only on SimMarket? I think I heard a rumor that SimMarket dropped PayPal. Is that true? That's kind of a bummer. Oh, Chief Lynn, I think Flyjohn's asleep. Let me turn on Flyjohn. Yeah, no, I know, Iowa. I was just wondering if they had made anything else. Chief Lynn, see if it works now. All right, there's our spool down for top of descent, and the plane is descending on schedule. Vertical deviation, a little high. Now it's settling out. Oh, baby. Alright, so quickly on the chart, we're going to descend down. We're going to be gnarly at 280 knots, flight level 200. So we'll see how close we are to that. In 7 miles, and we're supposed to be... we might be cutting that one close. I don't think we're going to make that one, to be honest. Okay, there's 25. Oh, it does say at or above, though, doesn't it? Yeah, at or above, so we're fine. Yeah, does anyone have it? Did anyone purchase it, and have they tried it? To me, I'm kind of partial to both Orbex and Short Final Design. It'll be nice to see the competition, the healthy competition. You know, sometimes we have overlaps in planes. We don't, and then occasionally we'll have overlap in airports, but not from major developers. Normally, do we have an overlap of product, except for a few things. But in this case, it looks like we're gonna have a three-way race for dominance, and I'm sure that once all three are released, then one will come out as the clear winner initially, and then as the others stay in the game, I think they'll be leapfrogging each other, which is good. Maybe I can try a beta of one or both, but I don't know how to get a hold of Resentium. Alright, so the next restriction is between 190 and 115,280 knots. It's following it. So far, this thing is getting a Pilot Edge certification from John Fly. So far, so good. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, Orbex True Earth. I guess they've been teasing some of the Pacific Northwest stuff. I'm super excited for that. Orbex. I want Orbex True Earth North America. That's going to be wow. But it's possible. All right, we're going to pass through 18,000. Set our altimeter now. That's synchronized over to the FO side. The other thing too is I'm going to bring up the ILS chart. Yeah, so we want to use 109.55 and final approach course 284. Decision height 200. So 109.55. It's a nav1. We got a subscribe.
We got a subscribe.
Puff MTD with the subscribe. Thank you, Puff. Appreciate that very much. All right, 109.55 set. Now we're going to set
got a subscribe.
course of 284. So I'm rotating the course knob here, 284. Do the same thing on the first officer side, 284. Schnerdo, good day, sir. Okay, 280 knots at Epic between 10 and 15. Below 15, above 10. Perfect. We're on profile. This thing is following stuff magically. Love it. Alright, let's turn on our landing lights. We can leave that on auto. Okay, everything is set up. I think we'll set up auto brake 2. Oops. Want to be He-Man at 3100. Okay. So I'm going to reset the MCP to 31. Yeah, He-Man 31. Actually, I'll set Do Yet at 1800. And follow the VNAV down. It's really nice, isn't it, Doug? Yeah. VNAV's working perfectly, Spaceman. No issues. It's very solid. I'm very impressed. I do need to be below 250 though here in 15 miles. Actually, I'm coming up to 10,000. So here's our first time that we have an issue. I'm going to put in some speed brake. See if I can get below that 250. Because I'm at 10,000 feet, I got to be below 250 indicated. That's the first. Yeah, with the speed brake in, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, now I can put the speed brake back up. And arm it. It's about the biggest thing flying drummer to me is the difference in length. The 700 is 20 feet shorter. So it's the mini Zebo. And that's, to me, is the biggest difference that you would notice. Similarities abound in the cockpit between the 700 and the 800, but the size is a big thing. There are some subtle differences here and there in the cockpit, but I can't put my fingers on many of them right now. I think they're going to redo a few panels up here on the overhead that need to be a little more 700-like before release, possibly, or maybe after release. I don't know, but I don't know when it'll be released. Nor is it publicly available. Just stating that now. 122 Victor uniform. Long time no see, my friend. Nice to see you again. Yeah, harder to tell strike. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're on profile. Coming on down the mountain. All right, missed approach procedure. Is climb to 4,000 outbound on the San Francisco VOR radial 275 to Olim. I bet you that's over Olympia Park Golf Course. DME 15.4 SFO and hold. Continue to climb in hold to 4,000. Grout Adler, my friend. How are you doing, sir? Yeah, I'm glad you could catch it too, Victor Uniform. It's been a long time. Your absence has been noted. It's been, yeah, you can feel it. Yeah, a good payware Oakland would be welcome, yeah, for sure. All right, it's dropping down here. 240 at or above 8,000. Oh, it switched to Eddie now. 240 at 6,000. There's Eddie. I'm gonna go. Uh-oh. Speed brake's coming back in. Cause she's diving. Okay, so right there, that's the first little. It went just about 9-10 knots above legally what we can do, which is not good. So I'll have to probably go on a manual speed intervene when I'm on pilot edge. It does say drag required, so I probably was a little bit late putting in the drag resistance. What time are you going to be testing, Grau? And or streaming? Let me know. Sky Cops, yeah, exactly. Alright, flaps 1. Yeah, I do, Victor Uniform. Until I land a new job. I've been streaming during the day. I might be streaming. There's a traffic up there. I might be streaming at night. I could stream tonight possibly, and then maybe tomorrow night as well during the day, and maybe Sunday night as well as day. I don't know. There might be some night streaming. I haven't done a lot of night streaming lately. I have done night streaming lately. It's just been golf or trucking. Can I do max 8 flying? I want to wait till they fix the reflections on the display before I do much more max. Trying to get off work early, but we'll see how that goes. For sure tomorrow in the morning. Yeah. And you saw that Zebo fixed this MCP. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Schnerdo, this is the Ultimate Mod 700. I want to change my range. Alright, we're supposed to be at He-Man at or below 3100 in 3.8 miles. Ooh, there's traffic. Look on the ND. We got real world traffic right there. That's pretty cool.